You think they'll finally see your worth if you just give more. But Stoicism would ask, why are you begging for peace from people who can't give it? We try to fix ourselves to be more lovable, not more available, more likable. But we forget, if you don't know who you are, they'll never love you right, because they'll love a version that doesn't even exist. Why we break ourselves to be loved. It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows. Epictetus, we crave connection. It's one of the most human desires. But in our desperation to belong, we often contort ourselves into versions of who we think others want us to be. We smile when we want to cry, that say yes when we're screaming no, stay quiet when our souls are on fire. This isn't love, this is survival. And Stoicism calls it out. 1. People-pleasing is a slow self-erasure. You're the dependable one, the fixer, the always-there friend. You pride yourself on being reliable, but deep down, you resent how much of yourself you give away just to be liked. The Stoics would call this what it is, a failure of self-rule. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Epictetus, you can't control how people see you, but you can control whether you abandon yourself to please them. 2. Love without self-knowledge is chaos. If you don't know your boundaries, how can others respect them? If you don't know your values, how can you tell when they're being violated? We enter relationships hoping to be saved, fixed, or made whole. But Stoicism teaches that no one can complete you. Only you can do that. He who is not satisfied with a little is satisfied with nothing. Epicurus, a Stoic adjacent thinker. Ask yourself, are you seeking love or are you seeking to escape yourself? 3. The lie of if I'm enough, they'll stay. This belief runs deep. If I change, they'll choose me. If I give more, they'll stop leaving. If I'm better, they'll finally love me. But that puts your peace in their hands. And Stoicism says, never do that. Marcus Aurelius wrote, the tranquility that comes when you stop caring what they say or think or do. Only what you do. You can't be loved right by someone who doesn't know how to love themselves. Or worse, someone who only loves control. 4. Boundaries are not walls, they're self-respect. People will call you cold when you stop overgiving. They'll call you selfish when you stop self-abandoning. The Stoic doesn't react to that. They remain firm. Boundaries aren't about pushing people away. They're about showing yourself that you matter too. Try this. Say no without explaining. Take space without guilt. Pause before reacting. Each is a small act of freedom. 5. Stop auditioning. Start belonging to yourself. We audition for love. We perform to be accepted. But Stoicism says, drop the act. Who are you without the performance? What do you actually want from connection? Daily reflection. Did I betray myself today to make someone else comfortable? Did I speak from fear or from truth? Did I seek validation or live in alignment? Real love begins when you no longer fear losing it, because you're no longer losing yourself. No man is free who is not master of himself. Epictetus, you don't need to be more likable. You need to be more you. And the right people will recognize that not because you bent yourself to fit them, but because you stood still long enough to be seen. Loneliness, boundaries, and the courage to let go. How long are you going to wait before you demand the best for yourself? Epictetus, there's a moment every Stoic faces. The realization that some people can't come with you, not because you're better, but because your peace no longer requires their chaos. 1. When you grow, some people will resent it. Maybe it's your family. Maybe it's an old friend. Maybe it's a partner who used to be your safe place. And now, you feel the shift. You're trying to heal. They're trying to pull you back. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Epictetus, self-respect often looks like rebellion to those who benefited from your silence. Let them be uncomfortable. You don't owe anyone your peace. 2. The fear of being alone keeps you in loops. You know they drain you. You know the texts make your chest tighten. You know every time you leave their presence, you feel smaller, but you stay. Because being with them is familiar. Being alone feels like failure. Stoicism flips that fear. Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. Marcus Aurelius' loneliness isn't a curse. It's a classroom. 3. You were never meant to be everything for everyone you are allowed to. Not reply right away. Say no to the group chat. Not attend every event. Peace is not passivity. It's discernment. You choose your energy like you choose your outfit, intentionally. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. Seneca 4. Release the role you played. Were you the fixer? The peacemaker? The one who never needed anything? Let that identity go. You're allowed to evolve. If people only loved you for what you did for them, they didn't love you. They loved the role. And once you stop playing it, they leave. Let them. Growth comes with loss, but also freedom. 5. Your circle will shrink. Let it. Not everyone can meet you where you're going. Not everyone should. You don't need more followers. You need 1 or 2 people who get it, who see the real you. The rest? Wish them well. Associate with people who are likely to improve you. Seneca. You can be alone and still whole. You can let go and still be grounded. And when you stop fearing the empty space, you'll find it was never empty. It was yours. How to love without losing yourself. To love only what happens, what was destined. No greater harmony. Marcus Aurelius. We grow up with fairy tales that tell us love is all-consuming, self-sacrificing, and eternal. But Stoicism offers a different view. Love should expand you, not erase you. Connection should elevate you, not exhaust you. And true harmony doesn't come from clinging. It comes from knowing when to hold and when to let go. 1. Stop making people your peace. We romanticize the idea of someone being our everything. But that kind of dependency is a setup for suffering. No one person should carry the weight of your happiness. Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control, and some things are not. Epictetus people are unpredictable. Emotions are volatile, but your response? That's your power. Love people fully, but never build your peace on someone else's presence. 2. Practice non-attachment, not indifference. Stoicism doesn't tell you not to feel. It tells you not to be ruled by your feelings. There's a difference between I love you and I need you to complete me. I love you, but I'm whole on my own. One is fear. The other is freedom. He who is brave is free. Seneca. Non-attachment means loving deeply without losing your identity in the process. 3. Let them go without bitterness. Not every connection is meant to last forever. Some people are seasonal. Some were lessons, and some simply can't love you in the way you deserve. The Stoics would say, don't cling. Don't chase. Don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish that they happen as they do, and you will go on well. Epictetus released the need to be chosen. Choose yourself instead. 4. Real love isn't a performance. Insecure attachment says, if I say the right thing, they'll stay. If I'm perfect enough, I'll be loved. But the Stoic doesn't perform, they exist. They are authentic, grounded, and at peace whether they're praised or rejected. Try this. Tell the truth about how you feel. Be vulnerable without begging. Stop apologizing for having needs. The right person doesn't need you to be less of yourself to feel more secure. 5. Be someone who loves clearly, but lets go easily. Loving with detachment isn't cold. It's clarity. You give your best. You stay present, but you don't cling to outcomes. You let people be who they are, and you walk away when that no longer aligns with your peace. The wise man is indifferent to what he cannot control. Marcus Aurelius, you don't need to fix, save, or hold tightly. You just need to love well and walk away when love turns into harm. Real love doesn't drain you. It refuels you. It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Epictetus, some people will love the idea of you, but fear your boundaries. Some people will love your strength, but try to soften it for their comfort. Let them go. True love in Stoicism isn't just emotional, it's intentional. 1. They don't love you if they shame you. If they call your boundaries walls, ... If they label your self-work as too much, ... If they make you feel small to feel big, ... That's not love. Love doesn't shrink you. It sees you. 2. You don't owe anyone continued access. You can forgive someone and still move on. You can honor the past and still close the door. To bear trials with a calm mind robs misfortune of its strength and burden. Seneca. You're allowed to walk away even without a dramatic ending. 3. Seek depth, not noise. Our culture rewards loud love, grand gestures, constant texting, attention-seeking. But real connection is quiet, steady, grounded. Love is in the small acts. The shared silence, the emotional safety. Seek depth. Shallow waters evaporate quickly. 4. Choose people who make you better. Do they inspire you? Challenge you kindly? Push you to grow? If not, what are they teaching you besides how to shrink? A Stoic chooses their influences wisely. Let your closest ties reflect your highest values. 5. Love is peaceful, not perfect. Love won't always feel exciting, but it should feel safe. When you stop mistaking chaos for chemistry, you'll finally find rest. And that's when love becomes your fuel, not your fire. He who has peace of mind disturbs neither himself nor another. Seneca. The love you deserve starts with you. If you want to be loved, love. Seneca. At some point, the pursuit ends. Not because you've given up, but because you've finally come home to yourself. You've set boundaries. You've let go of people who drained you. You've chosen clarity over chaos. And now, you start practicing love that doesn't demand performance. Friendships that don't feed on self-betrayal. Peace that doesn't require a partner to feel full. 1. Self-love is not a trend. It's a discipline. The Stoics didn't talk about self-love the way we do today. They called it self-rule, the idea that if you don't master yourself, someone else will. And the one who doesn't know their own mind will always be ruled by another's. No person is free who is not master of themselves. Epictetus. Self-love in the Stoic sense means saying no to what weakens you, choosing what aligns with your values, being willing to stand alone for what's right, not flashy, not loud, but deeply rooted. 2. You will lose people, and that's proof you're healing. Every time you raise your standards, you shrink your circle. That's not loneliness. That's clarity. You're not harder to love. You're just no longer willing to trade your peace to be liked. So when someone leaves because you won't self-abandon, that's not rejection. That's the system working. 3. Love won't always look like what you've known. You grew up with patterns, with wounds, with templates for love that looked like fixing people to feel needed, accepting crumbs to feel wanted, performing to avoid abandonment. But now, you're awake. Now, love feels different. It's quieter. It's safer. It's less exciting but more true. You don't chase. You attract by being. You don't beg. You discern and choose. And that is Stoic love, a love without fear. 4. Your relationship with yourself sets the tone for everyone else. When you treat yourself with respect, others have 2 choices. Rise to meet you or leave. Both outcomes are victories. This is the relationship that outlasts all others, the one with yourself. It's the tone, the model, the foundation. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. B1. Marcus Aurelius, you want to be loved differently? Start with how you love you. 5. Real love feels like rest, not fear. Not tightness in the chest. Not anxiety about being too much or not enough. Just rest. Just exhale. Because you're not performing anymore. Because they see you as you are. Because you finally see yourself. Stop chasing what harms you. Stop fixing what's not yours to heal. Stop abandoning yourself to be chosen. Instead, choose peace. Choose clarity. Choose yourself. And from that place, let love find you. If this message hit home, if you're done with toxic love, fake friends, and shallow connections, then you're not alone. Subscribe to Stoic Mind Daily for weekly wisdom, raw truths, and Stoic tools to help you build unshakable peace in relationships, in work, and in yourself. Find clarity. Build resilience. Start showing up with self-respect. Let's walk this path together.